You're saying no?
No.
You're saying no?
Not
Okay.
violence orchestrated
Let's
by
move
FBI
on.
sources or agents.
Are you familiar with you know what a ghost vehicle is?
Years, Americans have debated what really happened before and during January 6. In this hearing, I watch Congressman Clay Higgins confront FBI Director Christopher Wray with tough questions about confidential human sources, undercover operations, and allegations that have remained highly controversial. As the exchange grows more intense, Wray repeatedly declines to provide the direct answers Higgins is seeking. Watch this closely and decide for yourself what you think about this remarkable confrontation.
Director Wray. Last year, you might recall, sir, our exchange regarding the FBI's involvement on January 6th and prior. I'm happy to jog your memory to quote, according to the record, I asked you, did you have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters positioned inside the Capitol on January 6th prior to the doors being opened? You responded, I quote, again, I have to be very careful of what I say. To which I said, it should be a no. Can you not tell the American people no? We did not have confidential human sources dressed as Trump supporters positioned inside the Capitol on January 6th. A year has passed. We sit here again a year later, we the people still do not have a definitive answer from you or anyone else in the Biden administration regarding the FBI presence and participation in the months leading up to the November election and in the weeks and days prior to January 6th and on January 6th here in D.C. We can't get a straight answer, although we have a tremendous amount of evidence harvested and reviewed over the course of the last year, which you will see. In September, Stephen D'Artano, formerly in charge of the FBI's field office in Washington, D.C., testified to the House Judiciary Committee that he was aware the FBI informants would attend the Stop the Steal rally thrown on January 6th. You confirmed that the FBI had confidential human sources at the Stop the Steal rally on January 6th here in D.C., sir?
Congressman, as we've discussed before, I'm not going to get into where we have or have not used confidential human sources. But what I can tell you, you asked for a definitive answer.
We'll move on. It's my time. You said no, you're not going to answer. That's cool. We're watching.
Mr. Chairman, may I answer the question?
Your moment will come. This is my time. Earlier this year, an FBI informant who is reported to have, quote, his quote, under oath, marched to the U.S. Capitol with fellow Proud Boys members on January 6th, close quote. He said he was communicating with his FBI handler while people were entering the U.S. Capitol. Can you confirm that the FBI had that sort of engagement with your own agents embedded into the crowd on January 6th?
If you are asking whether the violence at the Capitol on January 6th was part of some operation orchestrated by FBI sources and or agents, the answer is emphatically
You're saying
not.
no?
No.
You're saying no?
Not
okay.
Violence orchestrated by FBI sources or agents.
Are you familiar with you know what a ghost vehicle is? Director of the FBI certainly should. You know what a ghost bus is?
A ghost bus?
Ghost bus.
I'm not sure I've used that term before.
Okay. Well, it's pretty common in law enforcement. It's a vehicle that's used for secret purposes. It's painted over. These two buses in the middle here, they were the first to arrive at Union Station on January 6th, 0500. I have all this evidence. I'm showing you a tip of this iceberg.
Mr. Chairman.
These two buses are painted completely white.
Point of order.
Point of order. Sure.
Just run over the time.
I understand, but you'll recall that Ms. Jackson-Lee's been allowed to go 2 minutes before. I've been very fair in letting people finish their questioning throughout my tenure as chairman, and I'll continue to be fair on that regard. But I will make a note to the members, if you could stay as close within your time as possible. We have a lot of people that want to ask these gentlemen questions. So with that, the gentleman yields. But your point, I've been very fair in this, Mr. Ivey, with everybody on this side of the aisle just as much.
I don't think I accuse you of being unfair, Mr. Chairman. I just
You're
raised a
making a
of
point.
order.
Okay, thank you. I now recognize Mr.
May I
Wray.
close this statement, Mr.
No,
Chairman?
I think your time is expired, Mr.
I note that other members across the aisle have been granted time, and I object to my question being closed. This is a very significant hearing, Mr. Chairman, and these buses are nefarious in nature and were filled with FBI informants dressed as Trump supporters and deployed onto our Capitol on January 6th. Your day is coming, Mr. Wray.
Mr. Higgins.
After watching that exchange, I think one thing is clear. Congressman Clay Higgins came prepared to ask direct questions that many Americans have wanted answered for years. Whether you agree with his conclusions or not, he repeatedly asked for clear responses about the FBI's use of confidential human sources before and during January 6. From Higgins' perspective, transparency is essential for maintaining public trust in federal law enforcement. Throughout the hearing, he argued that unanswered questions only increase public skepticism. Instead of receiving the simple confirmations he was looking for, he encountered repeated refusals to discuss operational matters. Director Wray maintained that the FBI would not reveal information about confidential human sources, and firmly rejected the suggestion that the Bureau orchestrated the violence on January 6. Those are important distinctions, but Higgins made it clear that his concerns extended beyond that specific point. His focus remained on whether federal informants were present, and what role, if any, they played before events spiraled out of control. Supporters of Higgins will likely view this hearing as another example of aggressive congressional oversight, lawmakers pressing powerful government agencies to answer difficult questions in public. Others may see the FBI's refusal to discuss confidential sources as a standard policy intended to protect investigations and personnel. The debate is far from over, and Congress is expected to continue examining these issues as additional testimony and documents become available. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more coverage of the biggest moments from Capitol Hill, make sure you like this video, subscribe to America Brief, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.